Hey guys, Sam the Raid Man, back here today with another video. Today we're going to be doing a damage test slash champion show off for the new champion, for the 7-day login champion, Ronda. I'm sure you guys might have seen some other videos, but I've been really excited ever since they announced this champion to check her out. So let me find her really quick and I want to show you guys her build. We'll do some damage tests in Dragon, stuff like that, and then I'm going to take her into my clan boss team and see what she does. Here she is. Magic Affinity Bannerlord. Skin looks pretty cool. Looks a lot like her in real life, and then there's another skin that looks even more like her. I don't know why this one looks more realistic and has a better face scan than this one, but pretty cool. I like this one a lot, especially with the Wolverine claws and just kind of like the barbarian vibe. This looks very much like a barbarian to me, not much like a Bannerlord. This one looks a little more like a Bannerlord, but still not really when you compare to other Bannerlords in that faction. Anyways, rambling about the skin. Excuse me. Let's go back to the champion. Let's look at her skills really quick. She's going to be here, Magic Affinity. Sadly, I don't have a blessing for her yet, but go over her skills. I have her in crit damage, perception, and cruel. No books yet. I don't think I'm going to book this champion, and I think a lot of people who get her earlier game aren't going to have the books to spare anyways, and I don't think the books change her too much, but we'll see. It's got an A1, attacks one enemy 3 times, places an extra hit if the target has less than 50% HP after the third hit, which is great, especially if she's hitting hard, as it should be low. And on the clan boss, at least for me, the clan that I'm in, it's almost always affinity before I can even hit my first time. A lot of people from around the world, so they're hitting in different time zones before I even wake up. So this is going to smack 4 hits every time. I have her War Master, Giant Slayer, so she's got 4 chances to proc that. Really excited to see what that one does. A2, Phase Rushdown, attacks one enemy 3 times again. Will ignore shield buffs and 30% of the target's defense. Then we have the Cruel, which will do another additional 5%. Places a block passive skills, only the second champion in the game to have block passive skills for 2 turns before attacking. So I saw another content creator, Hell Hades, made a video. This can't be resisted, and it does it before attacking, so affinity doesn't matter. So this is the perfect Ultimate Death Knight counter. So really cool that they released this champion to follow up Ultimate Death Knight and kind of counter his annoyingness in the arena. Also places a block active skills for 2 turns after attacking. This debuff cannot be resisted. So really cool ability, should hit pretty hard. Love that. That's probably my favorite part of her kit. And then the A3, this is the part that's least relevant to clan boss, but probably most relevant everywhere else. AoE 2-time hitter. Damage increases by 30% if this champion has more than 50% HP, which she should if you're setting her up as a nuker. And then passive effect, immune to turn meter reduction effects when the skill is not on cooldown. So if you get beat, someone's Lysandra or something like that will not decrease her turn meter. And then even if it is on cooldown, it just decreases the reduction by 50%. So really cool little passive effect on that ability. And this is one of my favorite parts of her kit. This is the main reason I was really excited to try her in Clan Boss. In your corner, has a 15% chance to join an attack when an ally attacks an enemy. This champion will attack with their default skill, again 3 or 4 hitter. So 15% of the time, hopefully, she'll be attacking, and really excited. At the start of each round, places a shield buff on the champion. That's really good for the arena, not really going to affect us for Clan Boss. And then 30% attack aura in all battles. For masteries, I don't think she benefits anything really from support, because the debuffs she's placing don't require accuracy. And then defense tree, I'm probably going to go down. I've been farming masteries all day, but for now I couldn't get enough books or enough scrolls to get down here. I would take deterrence for this clan boss composition, particularly. Fushin is going to be taking a stun and then getting cleansed. So every time that stun hits, you have a 20% chance to counterattack. I think that's the best for her. But that being said, stun hit is every 3rd hit, so it's going to happen, I think, 16 times in a clan boss run. 1 out of every 5 of those, so she might get 3 counterattacks from that. So really shouldn't affect it a ton. And then not a lot of relevant masteries here. Something like Whirlwind of Death would be better for PvE content. Maybe Opportunist if you're setting her up with a Kymar or something like that. Or Cycle of Violence. But crit rate, crit damage, more damage with full health. More damage with targets less than 40% HP. More damage when someone has higher HP. Increases damage of the A1 throughout the duration of the battle, which is going to matter a lot. Kill streak just so we can get over here to Giant Slayer. So I think Clan Boss is going to be awesome. I'm super excited. I've got my Excel spreadsheet that I'm ready to roll out and start recording her damage. But first things first, going to take her over to Dragon, and we're going to run her in a... You know, I just thought about, she might be too fast for my Dragon test. Because I think she's going to be faster than the drop defense. She is 268. Well, we'll try it. We'll see if it works, and then we might just end up seeing what she does without decreased defense and weaken. Or we can just cycle back around to it. So, Michal, this is the team, and then we'll just run. Where is she? Ronda's Magic Affinity. I keep forgetting what affinity she is. 34% for Michal, 30% for Ronda, so stick with Michal. I do think she's going to be too fast here, so we might just throw in an extra A1. Okay, so to start the round, increase attack, obviously. Yep, so Ronda is going second. So we're going to basically ignore this hit, 300 on the A1, don't really care what it does. And then the next time we'll test her damage, decrease defense. Both of them got resisted there, but decrease defense and weaken everywhere else. Let's increase arc crit damage. Let's go with this dude since there's no way he dies. Poisons on everybody. Enough, doesn't matter. Terminator again. Alright, well let's start with her A3. This is the AoE 2-time hitter. Let's see what she does. 66, 68, 53, so 120, 121-ish. So let's restart this. See what her total damage was. 585. Okay, let's try that again. We'll go in with the A2 this time. Increase attack. Ignore this. Alright, we have decreased defense and weaken everywhere except for Apothecary. Resisted that. It's annoying. My Arbiter, I mean, my Lydia's built with some resistance, so it's hard for me to get the necessary stats I need. He's almost down. Michal hit a little too hard. Alright, so we're going to go in with the A2. This is the one. Block passive skills, block active skills. 3 times, ignores 30% defense. So let's go into here to Horden, or let's go to Tyrell. 50, 46, so probably about 150 or just under if all 3 hits actually procced. But we obviously didn't need all 3 hits. Let's see if we can't cycle one more turn. We'll go into this guy. Oh, there we go. So that was her in the corner passive, 15% chance to jump in, and she did about 22k per hit. Let's slow it down. Yeah, 19, 24, 21. So yeah, and that was 4 hits actually. So 80-ish K. So pretty strong. Let's see what damage she did. 329, so not as strong, but we didn't do the AoE there. So yeah, she's pretty good. I'm not going to show her in Arena. I think a lot of other content creators are doing that. I think they're really just showing her off in Arena, and I do think she's good there, but I'm a clan boss guy. I don't really make Arena content, at least at the moment, and I think that's been covered. I think you guys can, if you guys want to see that, there's lots of places to see that, but I'm the clan boss guy, and I really want to show this. So we're going to go into our setup. She's got 268 speed. I think I'm going to turn off the AoE. I mean, it does increase by 30% if she's more than 50% HP. I think I'll probably turn it off and then maybe manual and just hit it once and see what it does. But then we're going to go with this one. I think it's priority. I think this will be harder than the A1, and then everything else should be the A1s. I think she's a great fit for this team because it's a 3-for-1. Everyone is going super fast. So Demitha and Tuhanarok don't always attack, but everyone else does. So there's 23, 21. We don't have decreased defense out yet. I did actually book up my Fu Shan some, so his decreased defense should land at a better rate. But yeah, anytime she attacks, or Seeker or Fu Shan attack, Ronda should have a chance to join in. So we have increased attack on her. And, oh, there she goes. 25, 25, 25. Let's see. Let's do the A3 once, see what it does. It's not bad, 90k damage. Let's put it on auto, kind of see what numbers were popping out for the first second. I think she's going to be good. I think she's going to get lots of War Master procs, so just about 100k there on the A1. So lots of War Master procs. I think her decent actual raw damage numbers will be solid. So yeah, that's about 150. So the A2 definitely does hit harder than the A1, so the priority is correct. and I think the A1 hits slightly harder. Obviously, no decreased defense there. A1 hits slightly harder than the A3, so I think it's good to leave that off, especially with the higher chance with 4 hits of proccing a Giant Slayer. So I'm curious. I'm gonna watch. We'll leave it on one-time speed for a little bit longer. I want to see how often she's actually jumping into attacks. There we go, in the corner. Awesome. It looks like she might even hit slightly harder on the counterattacks. Now, my Bannerlord gear isn't amazing. I took some of it off of my Baron, actually, to get her higher attack. I wanted to put her in an accuracy banner just to get to the speed, because the speed is kind of high. It's like she could be built much higher damage, but it's such a fast team. Like, for her to actually go 3-1, it's really difficult to build her with a ton of damage, as you guys can see. But she still does hit pretty strong here. I'd love a counterattack accessory on her, because she would just benefit a ton from that, just boosting her up and getting more War Master procs, because I think almost half her damage, maybe not half, a lot of her damage is going to come from those War Master procs. Or Giant Slayer, I'm sorry, I keep calling it War Master, it's Giant Slayer. So I'm going to go ahead and put some music on, we'll increase the speed, and I'll come back to you guys at the end with the damage. Alright guys, we are back. So 79.2 million, EC1 key, not the best number we've seen, but 27 million by Ronda is not bad. I was a little disappointed. I really just wanted her multipliers to be a little bit higher than they were. But I do feel like the 15% chance to hop in on other people's attacks really did pay off. I think there's one other thing I want to try, which is potentially putting her in a toxic set. So I've actually got the Hell Hades optimizer pulled up right now. So what I'm going to do is come in here. Let's see if we can build Ronda out in the same stats, have her as 267 and 270, and see if we can put her in a toxic set. What I'll do is do toxic, and then I'll decrease the stat requirements. So no minimum attack, no minimum crit damage. We'd like her to be 100% crit rate, but and then we'll do see if we can return anything. It might be too fast for a good toxic set. Oh, it's not. Okay, so that's good. That was fast. Looks like this is it. 267. 160 crit damage is not great, but we're only at 200, right? So, I mean, if we go here, let's do live refresh. Because she is built, so I want to see if it'll pop up. So there we go, her new build. So yeah, we go here. She loses 48% crit damage. 1300 attack, hurts a lot. So she will hit significantly less hard. I do think this is the best build though. Okay, so I'm going to build her out really quick and I'll come right back to you guys. Alright guys, we are back. We're going to be testing this again. Luckily, this fell in a clan v clan, so I don't mind gearing stuff and I have some extra clan boss keys I can use. So this is her new build. She is 269 speed, 4000 attack, 160% crit damage. The crit damage is definitely the thing that's lacking the most. Didn't have good crit damage gloves, had to put her in speed, and didn't have good attack percent chest, so she's in accuracy. So her attack is still okay, but her crit damage is definitely hurting. So we're going to put her back in this clan boss team. This one will do just full auto, full speed, and I'll let you guys watch this, and I'll come back at the end with the damage. Hopefully the toxic set, I mean, really, I think it should be almost filling up the clan boss bar with how much she's attacking. You know, she's got the chance to attack with everyone else, and with how many multi-hits she has, I think she's going to really put out a lot of poisons. Her damage, if I had to guess, just in terms of actual raw damage, not counting the Giant Slayer proc, is probably going to go down from 27 million to 22 million or so, but basically banking on the toxic set producing more than 5 million damage. But I'm not really sure, so we will come back at the end and see what she's done. Alright guys, so here we are at the end of our second run, 82.1 million, 33 million for Ronda. So definitely better here. I think for the sake of the clan boss spreadsheet, we might go with the original number. I do think toxic is better for her, but the thing is, like, you know, for example, I test somebody like a ninja. Like ninja's damage would probably go up a little bit if I put him in a toxic set. Or say I test somebody who just hits really hard, like an Ogren Jailer or something like that. Like their damage would also go up in a toxic set, and that's not really part of their kit. Like somebody like Ronda might have a kit that's conducive to a toxic set, or somebody who's really good in a toxic set, but that's not really her doing all that damage. So for the sake of the clan boss team, I might actually pull up that previous video, find that number, and include it here in the spreadsheet. So all in all, Ronda, pretty cool champion. I think she's a great addition to the game. I think she's got some really cool utility in the arena to counter some of the people like Ultimate Death Knight with annoying passives.
But the real question that matters is, can she smack? You know, is Ronda's damage good enough? And that's tough to say. I really don't believe so, but let's go to the Excel spreadsheet and look at some of the data. Just based off of her actual raw damage, 27.4 million dealt versus Taurus's 29, Rowan's 38, and Ninja's 57. You can also see that her team damage is the lowest here. Definitely not having Weaken doesn't help, and then she doesn't have any Blessings, which doesn't help either. But really just a little lackluster, guys. Let me know if I missed something, and let me know if there's something else you guys want me to try. But I do appreciate you guys watching. I know it's been a long video, but please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.